Jay, you know,
Not
I wanted
exactly
to
the
come
best.
alone, and then Raul was like, I need to come have a meal with you guys too.
That's fine. The more the merrier, man. Thank you, man.
You know me, bro. I'll keep you fed, bro. I'm a feeder. Know you like your food, Jay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And the napkin. Thank you, man. All right. So, you know, as you know, we have, I haven't done this, you know, I haven't been a leader for that long. So this is like more newer to me. As you know, we, kind of, we're in a situation and, well, my tank's on empty, my boy.
Jay, since you've been saying this in the hospital, you know what's crazy? Okay, actually, I'll tell you that part after. But anyways, sorry, my mind, I go a million miles an hour, and I don't know what the I want to say when I want to say. Anyways, ever since you've been saying you're guilty, this and that, Jay, this isn't even like a normal war for me.
Well,
Like,
God forbid. Sorry, I couldn't give you a normal war. I've never been in this war. I don't know what a normal war
This
comes.
ain't on no ego shit, Jay. This ain't on no ego shit. Like, is what I'm trying to tell you. This isn't me like trying to ride a high horse. It's not like me trying to say I'm better than you. Like, it ain't any of that to me.
Okay, well, I hope you understand where I'm coming. I mean, bro, Arnie, I called Arnie again today, and he admitted, he said if that's considered snitching, I've snitched on you 3 or 4 times that day. I was okay. That's it. So I rallied whatever I could left, which was just me. Everybody else, you know, I couldn't. And I grabbed what I could, that shitty AK, and I went in and did what damage I could. After that, I realized, what the am I doing? I'm delusional. Like I'm delusional. I'm pushing this guy's block. Just me. There's 50 of you guys. I have nothing. I have no money. I have nothing. I can't go any longer. I tried to stand up for myself. It didn't turn out too well. And I've been around long enough. You know, I haven't been into anywhere, but I've been around long enough to not be delusional. I've been around long enough to know when to quit it. And if there's one thing I learned from Forehead and all that, it's just sometimes you got to make the tough choices. Yeah, it sucked that I knew I was fighting for what I believed was right, but I just couldn't, you know, keep going. But I mean that's what you got to do sometimes. It's, you know, y'all got it. And if there's another thing I learned is that if you're at the top of the food chain, you could do whatever whenever you want, right? Because nobody's there to stop you. So I mean, I saw this being pointless.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like that is for the most part what happens.
100%, and I've been on both ends of that, right? Today, obviously being on the lower end, but I've been on the other end before, and yeah, realistically, if nobody's there to stop you, if nobody can do anything, you do whatever you want, no matter how wrong you are, right?
Yeah.
And Edgar told me
when we were at the top of the food chain, you know, like I had Miguel snitch or not snitch, but like turned in Michael Simone. And I had 3 gangs come after us and we welcomed it.
Yeah, I mean that's by all means you guys right. I mean, do I think it goes into code? Yeah, but like what people think don't matter when you're up there. But Edgar did call me and he told me that you still are holding your end of the deal of upholding your fines. And I know that's something you don't have to do, but I appreciate that and you know, I guess you guys are acknowledging that what Arnie did was wrong, but
like, it's partially what you said, where like in a way we could do what we want, right? But like that's not like the message I'm trying to point across. How this this isn't some ego shit for me. Like I'm over that ego shit. I'll be honest. I've done that, been there, done that type shit. Like I'm not trying to prove to anyone whether people think we're strong or anything like that. I'm gonna defend ourselves because, you know, I'm gonna defend when someone's coming at us.
100%. And I don't blame you guys for what you're doing. That's your boy Arnie. You're gonna die for him.
You told me something, Jay, I was laughing because, I mean, I fuck with, like, I really fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't blame you for coming at me. I really don't, like, because I understand the position you're in. You're gonna try to get your get back, and I get that. Anyways,
but like I said, when all that shit happened, I didn't know what to do. I would have called it quits a really long time ago. But like every second, something keeps telling me to keep going, and I just keep going. But like I said, after what happened today with a BCSO, I would have called it quits. I come out and I come back to a motivational speech of Edgar again, and they're telling me like, let's go. And then I get a text from Raul. I'm like, I call Arnie calls me and he tells me since right 4 times. I'm like, all right, this is my last legs. I'm going to grab my last gun. I'm going in. And after that, that's just that. Like I don't know. So yeah, Fudge is like, it's dying, then it comes back to life. But I mean, if you ask me, I mean, this shit might be on its last legs. I don't know. But I know what you're reaching out and you doing it is something that obviously you guys don't have to do. I'm definitely not delusional in that fact, but it's something that you're doing out of the kindness of your heart, and I can appreciate it. I'm be honest. My guy Edgar, he's somebody I would go to the ends of the earth for. Me and him don't always see eye to eye. And I'm not gonna lie, he told me like what he was necessarily saying in the hospital. Like I don't. It's not something I agree with. Of fighting until it's your last legs and whatever. Like I live in a time where it's like, bro, I'm zeroed out. I can't defend. I'm not gonna go out there with sticks and stones. I can't do that. That's not how I live.
I mean, truth is, I don't think. But this is why I kept emphasizing, trying to make it clear that for me, it ain't ego shit. But like, I think Edgar also doesn't really know how shit really, like, whether he likes to accept it or not. He just doesn't really know how shit is ran in the streets. To be honest, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. We've already said what I can, Jay. Like, I just hope out of all of this, you understand. For me, it ain't. I see you how I saw you, like I saw you before. You know.
I appreciate that. And that's one thing I didn't say is that I know I forced your guys' hand. Listen, if I was in the besties and somebody said I would have done the same shit. I would have had their back until I got their story. And then whatever consequences would be handled in-house, right? But I understand that like that's your boy, you gotta back him no matter what. So I could see where you guys are coming from.
If I'm being real with you, like I told Edgar, like if it was anyone else, there's a very good chance I'm acting a little different out of it, and I'm more pressed and I'm more like questioning it. But like if I'm also being super real, like I'm probably gonna back up most of my boys for no matter what. That's just that's just how it is.
And yeah, and that's what it means to be in a gang, right? And if you felt that what he did was against the code or whatever, then you handle that right, not in the public eye. And that I understand. So but end of the day, I guess y'all won't be having to worry about me anymore. So, but one thing I do need to say, because my guy Edgar was still worried about, is that in case it does, you guys will make sure Arnie doesn't testify in court, retract his statement. And
I think Edgar is asking that because he doesn't know Arnie, but damn well Arnie wouldn't do something like that.
Okay. Yeah, well, I know that's my guy too. I'm sure if I asked him, he wouldn't. And you can handle the fines if it gets to that point.
Yes, I got you.
All right. I appreciate it, man.